Doon 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 doon. Dude, why is this chapter out so early? Doon 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 doon. I think we all got caught off guard today. Doon 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 doon. I can't believe I'm early, bro. I'm like, yo, this never happens. This never happens, man. Yo. And if it has, I just haven't been available. So today we're available. The chapter is out, and y'all know how it is. If I am available and the chapter is out, then we are out. We are out. So where is the window video? Let's go. Dude. So ladies and gentlemen, first and foremost, I thank everybody for being here. Obviously, this is way earlier than what we normally do things, and I don't expect this to become the norm. Absolutely not. Oh, my camera's on. I don't expect this to become the norm. Actually, hold on. Let me know. Is the audio good? Is the audio good? Because we got some stuff to say today, man. We got some stuff to say today, and I'm excited. I am so excited. Zaki, my boy, what's good, my brother? Juan Carlos Maki, man. Shiro Nura. Namer was good, missed. JD Double Dubs was good, scale. Alright. Lazy Mofos, Jesus was good, y'all. Was good. So let's go ahead and get this started. We got a 5 already coming in. A super coming in from Turbo. Goodness gracious, says you will go, Recon. I appreciate you, Turbo, man. You are the GOAT, fam. Thank you. Thank you for the 5. I truly appreciate you. Today's going to be a special day. It's going to be a special day. Recon! What's good, Bobby? What's good? Quasar D Games was good. And then we have a membership from Rice M. Lucas. Welcome to the Kingdom of Awesome Sauce. And not only is Turbo coming on here with a super, shout out to Turbo, but now Rice M. Lucas is joining the Kingdom of Awesome Sauce. Thank you so much, dog. Thank you for becoming a member. Truly appreciate y'all, man. Truly appreciate y'all. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's get right into it. First and foremost, let me do something real quick if I can. If it lets me make sure that... There we go. Okay. So, thanks once again for the super and the membership. But, ladies and gentlemen, now that I see Recon, I know he's as hyped as I am for this, man. Today's a special day. Not only are we going to be celebrating the latest installment in the greatness, but my boy, for the first time, I think it's like in a year and a half, Hirohiko Araki is back. And so today/tomorrow, my schedule is, I'm going to read this greatness now, and the very next opportunity that I get, we are going to be back with JoJo Lands, Chapter 1. And y'all already know, I normally don't react to JoJo because that's one of my series that I prefer to read on my own. Been following it for so many years, and it's one of my favorite reads, right? So, but this is a special occasion. It's the very first chapter of what could potentially be the final part in the series. And so we are blessed to have another special weekend where not only do we have that, but we get to celebrate another chapter in Egghead Island. Another chapter in Future Rama Peace. Another chapter in the Vegapunk and Bonnie greatness. The Kuma greatness. The Mugiwara no Ichi me. Monkey D. Robert D. St. J. D. Garcia. It's the arc that has provided us Stussy flipping face turn and Vivi and Blackbeard and Law and oh my. What is this chapter gonna have in store for us? Where are we even gonna be? Who knows? But I'm here for it. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time to read the latest installment in the best-selling manga in history, which made it to the mainstream once again this past weekend. Or I should say this past week. by being in a PSG game. Shout out to the fans over in France who never cease to amaze me with their tardom of this series. I feel like I'm French just being associated with the French fandom because it's crazy how much they love the greatness, man, and I appreciate them so much because on an international scale, during a game that has Messi, Neymar, and Mbappe in it, a ginormous Monkey D. Luffy was there for the world to see. There for everyone to see in a Bayern PSG game. And so nothing but love to all of my people in France who showed out that day for that greatness, man. But without further ado, this series is doing great. We're going to have live action later on this year. Like I talked to my boy Dax Sake. Shout out to Dax Sake. We did a collaboration over on his channel last Friday. It was a lot of fun. But we talked about how live action insanity, video games this year, anime is going to be popping off. But above them all, reigning and defending in the final saga, what is nearly the best-selling comic of all time, we are here today to read the one, the only, Ichiro Oda's masterpiece, Cooking on a New Grill. You better put that on my bill because I'm gonna be here for the one, the only, One Piece! Dude, I can't believe this chapter is out so early, but I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I was kind of worried. I was like, man, what am I gonna do? Because this was the time frame that I actually had available to me today. And I was like, if not, it's gonna be another one of those like 11 o'clock at night reactions. So kind of glad this one's out early, man. But I appreciate y'all for being here. Seriously. Thank y'all for being here, and let's go ahead and get right into it, bro. I can't even imagine what we're about to have in store for another installment of Egghead. But let's get right into it. Massive shout out to my boys, obviously, over at the T and the C and the B. Stop. Bro, chapter 1075, Labo Stratum Death Game NL. One of these days I'm gonna get it right. One of these days, something in this chapter, whether it be the Fujitora thing back in chapter 713, Moon Piece being on full display, one of these days I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna call it. And we're calling it today. NL. Because if there's anything that is associated with death games in my mind, it is the final death game of Skypiea, ladies and gentlemen. It was the Battle Royale that my boys had at the end of Skypiea. So, with that being said, is NL gonna be in this chapter? Probably not. But we can dream. You know, the manifestation of dreams and desires is what makes hockey and devil fruits. Was that not stated in the manga? I'm a dreamer. All right? So here we see Vegapunk. Is that the Gorosei? On a cover page? Look at St. J. Garcia Saturn, bro. One of these guys is Recon Rodriguez Jupiter, man. I don't know which one, but one of them is. Actually, now that I have Zaki in the comments section, Zaki just recently put out a video titled that Rocks potentially killed a previous member of the Gorosei. And for everyone that's here, that is interested in that theory, definitely go to Zaki's channel and check that video out. Because this is very, very interesting. Very, very interesting. And nothing but love to my boy Zaki for that. And I thought about that again whenever I saw old boy over here, old Gandhi. Right, bro, look at him, bro. He's flexing. Look at the blade. Look at the sandals. So, it looks like all of the ones that we know are here, right? And I'm going to assume the one on the right is the one with the glasses. So, Mustache Man, Beard Man, the one that everybody calls Sanji's dad, and Garcia Saturn. One of these guys is Recon Rodriguez Jupiter. That's all I know. So Vegapunk did go to the Marijoa to meet with them, and it is a safe assumption that this is when Garcia Saturn met with Vegapunk. That was talked about in the most recent, what was that, 1073? Whenever he talked about how they had met once before. So this is probably when they met. Bro, the Gorosei are everywhere. They're in One Piece Odyssey. They were in Film Red. They were in the Film Red filler. They're in the manga. They're about to be in the anime in full display. And now they're here in this cover page, bro. I mean, the Gorosei have been everywhere. It's like Oda's just sprinkling them all over the place. Granted an audience with the 5 elders due to his scientific genius. Yo, when he's suited up, bro, look at Vegapunk looking kind of raw here, man. Look at his suit. Yo, who is this tailor? I'm trying to get suited like this. And he's rocking my glasses. Yo, Dr. Recon Punk might be a thing for real, bro. A real talk, it might be a real thing. So let's get into the chapter. We're getting a new editor soon. I'd like to thank Iwasaki-san for all his hard work these past 3 years. I'm counting on you from here on out, Anayama-san. So a brand new editor. All I hope is that whatever new editor comes in for the final saga ends up making the series better, right? That's all we can hope for when it comes to editors. You never really know until they're put into action, but the best we can hope for when it comes to a brand new editor, especially in a series that we love like this and in a long-running series, is that the individual involved is here for the betterment of the story, the betterment of Oda's vision of One Piece, right? So that's all we can hope for. Come in, Pythagoras. Right off the bat with traitor stuff. Do you read me? The aftermath of the explosion. I heard a loud boom. What was that? Pythagoras. He's not responding. Please respond. So here we see the lab here, and this honestly reminds me of I remember when the chapter dropped with whenever Luffy and Zoro had that conversation. Whenever Zoro told him, like, yo, this is an emperor's, or like you need to tighten up because we're about to be dealing with emperors soon. In the New World, like that conversation. Every time I see like a bridge like this, it reminds me of Punk Hazard. It reminds me of that scene. So, come in, Pythagoras. Do you read me? I heard a loud boom. What was that? Pythagoras, please respond. Clunk. So Clunk and Kank, which is what we heard at the end of last chapter. There has been an accident. Here we have Shaka observing the monitors. So Shaka's the one who was trying to get to Pythagoras here. Has there been an accident? You weren't caught up in it, were you? Snail 2, building C, check the surrounding area. So here we have a snail who is upside down, bro! This man's pulling a Sasuke at the 5 Kage Summit! Yo, that snail has Conqueror's Hockey in his legs. In his little tiny slug legs. My guy's rocking Sasuke energy in the 5 Kage Summit. Guys, everybody, that's when you weren't caught up in it, were you? Snail 2, building C, check their surrounding area. So, Shaka, obviously, observing the monitors here. Then he looks over and sees something out of the rubble, and it looks to be the event itself. Shaka looks. What was that shadow? Is that Conjuro? That looks like the Kanzenbo. Or like the slime thing from Punk Hazard, but I'm going to assume that's just a silhouette. Right? Like, bro, why does it look like an iPhone? So here we have, on FaceTime camera, a thing that looks like the Kanzenbo shadow thing alongside the slime from Punk Hazard. It has those two very wide eyes, and it's just reaching towards the camera. And it looks like it even destroys the camera here in the following page, or in the following panel. So, shadowed out thing. Shaka once again, hey. So, the thing really did go for the snail up here in order to cut off the video transmission. That's terrifying. That's terrifying. So something is here that does not want Shaka to see this. That's interesting. That is very interesting. So then I wonder what it is. And obviously it's something that's moving like that has robotic parts. If it's clinking and clanking and clunking and whatever, right? So the snail's been hit. Transmission gets cut off. Bzzzt. Zun. Mugiwara. So Luffy gets back up, and he's still chilling next to Zoro. What's up, Luffy? Control room. Get to look down. I love this page. Yo, look at Luffy. Yo, Luffy's on... Dude, you know when you have to, really pay attention to the sound? Or when you're just DJing, and you have that one ear, you're just... Yo! He's rocking it. He's like... the drums of liberation going off. You know what I mean, bro? He's ready. He's ready to get into the rhythm. Shout out to Hi-Fi Rush, by the way. Great game. Great game. Now every time I think of rhythm, I think of that. Fantastic experience. Hey, Helmet guys, something wrong with this thing? Everyone's voice is cut off suddenly. So it looks like communications are being disrupted throughout the entirety of the island. Not just necessarily with Luffy and Shaka, but everyone else's voices are cut off. So it's kind of like an EMP went off, right? Like an electromagnetic pulse that is causing communications to somehow be disrupted. And or if it's not an EMP, then it would have to be something like I forgot what it's called, where they have like these things that block the signals. When it comes to communication. So that's very interesting. So whatever attack down here, we can assume also is trying to disrupt the communications between the other individuals on the island. What is that even going to lead to? So they do that. We cut over. We see Egghead and, of course, where Mihawk cut. Building C, Building A, Building B in the Labo stratum. And then we look over at F3. F4, F3, F2, and F1. Third floor, Building A. Where are you, Vegapunk? Where are you, Vegapunk? It has a heart next to it. Who said that? Precious gems, gimme, gimme. Oh, Nami goes over and spots, what in the world is that? Spots some rocks in the distance. Hold on, let me make this full screen. Spots some emeralds, some rubies, some sapphires, and we're not talking about Pokemon. Precious gems, gimme, gimme. And Nami's next to Edison and Brooke here. But heart eyes on full display, looking at some rocks that are cooking in the microwave. Alright, so, hey, ain't you being a bit forward? Most just say they're pretty. Nami's not only a pirate, but an individual who's going to do whatever means necessary to get this treasure, dog. You don't know who you're messing with. You don't know who you're messing with, dog. There's no harm in it, right? Everyone's evacuating after all. Brooke's like, yo, just let her plunder. Just let her plunder. You're not wrong there, but still reckon you folks have got a screw loose. Can say that again. Phew, this is heavy. Shall we head back? Bro, she real deal has a backpack filled with all that stuff. Yo, bro, that's Nami for you, man. Who's gonna stop her? Nami was the first person in the series that showcased efficiency and proficiency in Conqueror's coding. You can't tell. Bro, the proof is in the manga. The proof is in the manga. The first person in the series who showed proficiency in Conqueror's coding. Who's gonna stop her? Edison? This random Kanzenbo thing? Who? St. J. Garcia Saturn? I dare him to pull up. Everyone tells me Dragon is top 1. Nami has the same feats as Monkey D. Dragon. Is Nami top 1? Who knows? They both disrupt the weather. I've seen tornadoes come out from both of them. Who's messing with Nami? Who's messing with Nami? I don't know. But it for sure ain't gonna be Edison. This is heavy. Shall we head back? And here we have a whole bunch of jewelry in the back, some rubies, everything. We're supposed to be looking for the Stella. And so Edison's like, yo, we're supposed to be looking for one specific thing, and you're out here being a pirate. As she should be. Fine, I'll just leave them for now, but we'd better come back for this later. So Nami actually leaves it behind. You know, those diamonds are man-made. They're meant to be for industrial purposes only. So the diamonds are man-made. They aren't even carved from the ground or excavated from the ground. They're actually man-made. You can make diamonds? What's with the look in your eyes? That they're not implying something with like an artificial version of Josu's fruit, are they? The future really is a place of dreams Enough already, Stella, where are you? So that's what it is. These diamonds came from the past, potentially being used by, or created by Josu's fruit. Is that what I'm meant to believe by this? You can make diamonds with that look in your eyes. The future really is a place of dreams. Which, of course, is going to be a heavy emphasis here in the final saga. Enough already, Stella, where are you? So, that is interesting. If that is actually what they are implying here, that someone utilized Josu's ability back in the past to create all these diamonds, and that is how those came to be in the first place, that fascinates me. That actually really, really fascinates me. Because then you have to think about the other parts of the One Piece world as well. You know, when it comes to other individuals that potentially utilizing fruits could have caused something that forever changed and altered the course of history in regards to creating something like this. Like a diamond, or in Ace's case, like fire or ice, whatever it is, right? That will forever alter the landscape of the verse. And of course, people have talked about the potential of Gear 5 being what disrupted the Red Line forever, right? And when you see stuff like this, if it really is Josu's fruit, it's like it adds more fuel to the fire that people who created stuff in the past utilizing these fruits that are still used today, then it's like, well, obviously, something like that is definitely possible. So that's interesting. That is very, very interesting in the fact that that's stated in that way. Like, the diamonds are man-made. Regardless, we cut over and we get to see flipping Chopper and Robin and Atlas, a second floor building A. So your face is like a mask. Yep, I can replace any part of my body whenever I need. Okay, can somebody give me a new knee? You know what I mean? Yeah, can somebody Atlas, provide your boy with a knee. That's the future for you. I wonder, are these Vegapunks? So here we have Robin, and she's looking over at something that's within a glass case here. Dude, Atlas is huge, man. And I know that we saw that in the last chapter, just how massive Atlas is. But man, Atlas is massive. Those are man-made organoids. They'll be indispensable for the doctors of the future. So this has a direct connection to Chopper. We can actually grow new organs? That's amazing. Oh, I thought these were Vegapunk's organs. Someone cut him to pieces. You're scary. Robin and Chopper. So, man-made organoids. So, these are man-made organs that potentially could help doctors of the future to be able to have replacements in store for people who require new organs. Diamonds, organs, all being man-made. I thought these were Vegapunk's organs and someone cut him to pieces. You're scary. Command room, 4th floor, building A. What's going on? So Monkey D goes over, hey, helmet guy. Edison, it's Shaka, do you read me? And he's going in. DJ pose. I could hear everyone fine a second ago. I swear I didn't break it or knock it or anything, I think. It's not that. Look at this. So, Luffy's stressing the fact that he could hear everyone just fine. He had his turtle beaches on 100. But now, because of the lack of communication or this disruption in communication, Shaka says, it's not that. Look at this. We look over at this surveillance monitor, and we see a camera, then a Bushun, indicating that it's been wiped out once more. The camera feeds, they keep going out one after another. So, whoever's infiltrating, or whoever's a traitor right now, they're on straight up Ocean's 11 stuff right now, man. They're taking out surveillance feeds, surveillance cameras. They're ready to invade. They're prepared at all costs. But what this tells me is that the individual who is infiltrating like this knows exactly where all of these surveillance cameras are. Therefore, they have to be connected to Vegapunk in some way, shape, or form, because only someone directly connected to Vegapunk and or someone who has been here for a long time would have to be the traitor. Because how else would they know exactly where all the Denden Mushis are? Especially if one of them is up here like Sasuke on the rooftop, like hanging from the ceiling. So it's like, how in the world do they know? They have to be connected to Vegapunk in some way, shape, or form. There's someone else in the lab, and this is something that we've been discussing for the past couple of weeks. Who in the world could this person be? And it also adds into why this stuff had to take place toward the the security system came right back online when everyone was trapped back up in the Labo stratum. It's like, for what purpose? For what purpose? So they keep going out one after another. There's someone else in the lab. We see a massive destruction in the behind Shaka and Luffy here. And so then we cut over, second floor, right, building B, right side. I can't believe I get to travel the seas with you, Lady Stussy. I know that's Sanji. It is Sanji. Sanji, Stussy, and Tito from Rocket Power here with Jinbei. The seas with you, Lady Stussy. You were at Big Mom's party, right? I love how Sanji has photographic memory for stuff like this. He's like, yo, where did I see her before? And his memory went, you know? And he was like, yo, you were at Big Mom's party. He probably saw her for like half a second, and my dog was like, whoa. Can't blame him. Can't blame him. Can you consider me your loyal dog? Sanji, let's not do this. No barking. No barking, dog. No barking, no arfing, none of that. None of that. We're not going full Chainsaw Man here, all right? We're not going full barking, all right? That's one thing we're not doing here, Sanji. We gotta have some respect. We gotta have some respect. I understand, but for the culture, dog, we gotta have some respect. No barking. No barking. Just keep your eyes out for the cellar, silly. Hee-hee. Not the hee-hee. Okay, he folded. Yo, Sanji folded, bro. I can't believe my... He folded! Bro, you already know this man. The moment he saw the T, he folded. He's a lost cause. And I don't know if I can blame him. He's a lost cause, bro. Not the silly and the hee. Yo, Sanji's, he's out, bro. He is hallucinating. My man is on another dimension right now. This part of the lab sure is huge. And then Jinbei being the source of logic. I'm so glad Jinbei is here with Sanji and Stussy. Someone's gonna have to be the voice of reason here, and I'm glad Jinbei is gonna be here, man. So that's because we're on the weapons development floor. You wouldn't want any shockwaves setting things off down here. Weapons development, you know. But still, Sanji, no barking, but even though I understand. So, we continue. Weapons development floor. And so that's going to be very interesting. It's going to be very similar to what was taking, or not extremely similar, but I'm going to assume it's going to be pretty similar to to what was happening in Onigashima, where we had all the weapons on the bottom. We had to ensure that place was not disrupted, right, at any means necessary, because it could cause a massive explosion, right? You don't know what types of weapons are being created here. We could be talking about, especially if it's stuff from the future / the past, we could be talking about catastrophic weaponry that's here, you know? So who knows? Third floor, building C, left side, and here we get to see Lilith, York, Frankie, and Usopp. And Lilith, what in the world is that? She has like a shotgun. Third floor, building C, left side, a bubble gun. Sabaody? That's right, it makes the strongest bubbles that can bounce anything back. So this thing creates bubbles that can bounce things back? I'm sleepy. Of course, York is sleepy. What kind of attack just bounces things back? So Frankie's yelling. He's looking for Vegapunk. Usopp is shocked. I'd be in shock too. Someone of Lilith's caliber carrying around a bubble gun that can potentially deflect anything? That's kind of terrifying when you think about it, bro. York looks up. This looks bad. What happened? Is this the after? Oh, there were Pythagoras. Is this the aftermath of that explosion? There's someone here. Bro, is Usopp gonna run into the traitor? Yo, Usopp, press the button, dog. We're playing Among Us. You know what I mean, bro? Call the meeting. Call the meeting. Hey, isn't that who? No, bro. It's so we get to see Pythagoras right here. He's on the floor. Jetpack down. massive explosion. We see a bunch of smoke surrounding him. Hey, hang in there. Oh, he's got no head. Hey, bro! I thought the smoke was covering his head. Yo! Don't be disrespectful to this man. You couldn't have left his head intact? They real deal were so disrespectful, they took my man's head. Hang in there. He's got no head. That's gory. Don't tell me it was blown off. Is that a foot? It's time. Among Us. That big boom we heard earlier was because of this. So someone's here. Who's there? Hey, don't shoot! It's me! It's his head. It's his head! It popped out. It has legs and hands. Looking like gray matter from Ben 10. So, shout out to Usopp's observation hockey for immediately picking up on this man. So, who's there? Hey, don't shoot. It's me, Pythagoras, or his head anyway. So, Pythagoras here pops out of the head. So, it looks like, you know, there's like a defensive mechanism sometimes that are attached to these sort of things. That whenever the body is about to be destroyed, they'll have like this eject button that'll allow them to get out and still survive even though the body gets damaged. We've seen that in movies that involve like robots or robotic technology and stuff of that nature. So here we have the classic Guden Lagan, you know, detaching Lagan from the Guden. It gets sent off and becomes a part of its own thing. So that's what we have here with Pythagoras, where it's just the head, I'm going to assume. What happened? Some kind of accident? So did he see who hit him? No, this was like an attack. It was the darndest thing. It'll sound impossible, but I know my eyes weren't playing full tricks on me. Hurry up and tell us. I'm forced to wonder if we made a grave miscalculation. Spit it out, bro! Spit it out! Where's York? Didn't Edison order you to hold your horses earlier? York! You should really still be waiting out there. She's talking to some... Dog! She popped out like it was a horror movie! Yo, Resident Evil 4 hasn't come out yet. Not Resident Evil 4, not Silent Hill. I know Dead Space is out and a shot at Dead Space, but dog! She popped out like it was a jump scare. So York goes over and starts patting Hancock on the head. The S-Snake, didn't Edison order you to hold your horses earlier? York, you should really still be waiting out there, even though you're so cute. And she's doing the metal pose. York, get away from her! Goes down, metal, and she got her. York turned into stone here. Dude, that is such an insane thing that they're able to do this, man. How in all of the planet of Onigashima are these individuals, these Seraphim, actually able to even do something like this, man? Like, every time I see it, it shocks me more and more. Like, the fact that they're able to recreate something like someone's fruit and make it work like this. It's just, it's so insane to me. Vegapunk is insane. The concept of green blood and doing this is just crazy to me. So, metal, York gets turned to stone. She got her. So, was Hancock the one that did this, or was Oda trying to misdirect us? Because Pythagoras gets stopped, right? Pythagoras gets stopped before he states what he's going to state. But also, he's like recognizing malicious intent within. I mean, anybody could with her doing that pose and that stance, but so York gets turned over. Hancock kicks her and causes her to fall over and tumble to the side. What? A Seraphim? Where are you here? What? You shouldn't be able to move on your own. I command you to stop. Garcia. It's gotta be Garcia. Bro, it's gotta be. It's gotta be. There's no way it's not. It's gotta be, bro. It's gotta be. The only way that these things are going against the direct orders, the only way that these things are going against the direct orders of Vegapunk is if Garcia himself is doing this, bro. That's the only way. That's the only way. Wait. You shouldn't be able to move on your own. I command you to stop. Hancock goes over. Massive explosion, bro. Yo, things are starting to pop. Things are starting to pop. So Hancock goes over, fires the pacifist beam. Massive explosion. There's something off here. Don't they realize we're Vegapunk? I know they're not accepting our orders. I love the art in this page. It's showcasing the explosion, the massive light caused by the explosion. As we see Lilith and Pythagoras and Usopp and Frankie here falling down to the ground. Bro, it's gotta be Garcia, bro. It's gotta be. So, son of a... We look over, they gather themselves. Usopp, the poor guy, falls face first to the floor. Didn't see this twist coming. Should I return fire? So Frankie's like, yo, he's pulling a Sanji from Dressrosa. Can I return fire? Looks up, that little girl's. And then Hancock looks down. Shaka, respond! And then of course, because the communications have been cut off, they can't do anything. It's no good, we can't reach them. What? Quit joking around, we won't stand a chance in a fight. We designed them to be the most powerful beings around, bro. And look at Hancock. Hancock's just looking at him like, who's flexing on me? Y'all created me. Now you have to deal with the consequences of your creations. I am so glad Frankie is here. Because remember what the main thematic resonance of Frankie's flashback was. What was it? It was Tom telling Frankie that you should never be ashamed of your creations no matter what happens to it. No matter what happens of it. No matter what your creation caused. You should always be proud of what you created. And now Frankie is going to be right next to a Vegapunk or a side of Vegapunk who has to deal with one of their creations turning on them. And how are they going to deal with that? And I'm so glad Frankie is here for this, because he's going to be able to see that with his own two eyes. Because remember, this was Tom's entire game. Always be proud of what you created, no matter what it is. It was such a powerful thing in that arc, because it's like, it's attaching an artistic type of value to a shipwright. And so I'm glad that Frankie's going to be able to see this firsthand here with the S-Snake and Lilith. Oh, man. Dude, and Hancock's like, yo, who's gonna mess with me? Seriously, like, who? So I look forward to seeing what happens here. Obviously, they're gonna have to work together. With Pythagoras' head, Lilith's bubble gun, Usopp greatness, and Frankie. They're gonna have to deal with this in some way, shape, or form, and that is super, super exciting. Oh, and we cut over to something else. Command room building, A, give me a hand, Luffy. Luffy! Zoro! Oh, man. It's time. It's time. I need to get some water. It's time. My boys. What's up, Zoro? So Zoro, he's in a defensive stance, bro. Who in the world is causing Zoro to get a defensive stance? What? You? So Luffy looks up. Kuma and S. So it's the S-Bear and the S-Hawk. Oh my god, bro. So it's time. Zoro and me. S-Hawk, S-Bear. Stop this immediately. Who ordered you to move? Good. You can stop them, right? They were gunning for CP0. Dude, look at this panel. It's Shaka, Luffy, and Zoro. Like, we were playing a turn-based JRPG. Like, we're out here playing One Piece Odyssey. You have the three right here ready to go box these two. Letting them die in cuffs would leave a bad taste in my mouth. Kuma goes to fire a laser. Mihawk goes in for a slash. So we're gonna have a full-on Seraphim Battle Royale here. It's gotta be Garcia. It has to be Garcia Saturn. If these individuals are moving on their own like this, it has to be. So now this is going to be crazy. Because what this is going to showcase, now that we have been now the communications have been disrupted. We all have to deal with these situations at all costs. So, oh my god, bro, Luffy and Zoro and Shaka working together against S. Kuma and S. Mihawk? Oh, this is about to be the one, bro. So, then we're gonna... Oh my goodness, the opening spread. They're not listening. Massive explosion. And then Zoro see the 3 swords. Luffy's Straw Hat, Shaka. They're not listening. A big explosion and a slash. So you get to see massive explosion followed by a slash. If they won't take my orders, then they must already be acting on a command issued by a Vegapunk. So it's not. It's not Garcia. It's another Vegapunk. Between the communications blackout and the barrier sealing us in, this is beginning to seem like an elaborate plan. Somebody's trying to kill us all, and it very well could be. But which Vegapunk? They want us dead. Is that Lucci? They want us dead? Those no good Seraphim scamps. Hey, Straw, I don't know. How about we let... No! They're gonna fight together! Bro! Opening 14? We fight together. So you're telling me that in the same series where we had Luffy teaming up with former enemy Crocodile, Buggy, Mr. 3, Mr. 2, Mr. 1, like, in the same series where we had Luffy teaming up with his previous foes, now we're gonna have a scenario where Kaku, Mr. Giraffe Man, and Robert D. Lee... Bro, this is gonna be one of the most This is the JRPG party of legend. This is the JRPG party of legend, man. This is Final Saga Oda. Lucci, Luffy, Zoro, and Kaku versus the S units? How about that bygones? We could form a temporary alliance. The two of us would be much more useful out of these cuffs. And obviously, Lucci's trying to get out of those cuffs, but you know he's trying to defend. He's trying to defend himself. And Luffy and Zoro are like, like, what you talking about, dog? Who do you think you are ordering us around? You want me to work with you? Garbage behind. Luffy's like, yo, I bodied you. Zoro's like, yo, I bodied you. Out here. They're like, do we really have to? Oh, that's gonna be so fun, man. You know it's leading into that. So, with that being said, this means, dude, those are gonna be some of the funniest. This is gonna be a tag team with the comedic value of potentially something like an Impel Down, right? Where it's gonna be them trolling and having fun with each other the entire fight, but also the opportunity for insane team attacks, brother. Let me tell you something right now. If I see a Rokugan, if I see Lucci go in for a Supreme King Rokugan, and when he flies back, it leads into an attack from Luffy, I am gonna scream. If these are leading to team attacks with CP0, oh, bro, who in the world could have anticipated that? I thought Luffy and Zoro were gonna be here specifically to fight Lucci and Kaku again when they got up. Not for Lucci and Kaku to get back up, but for them to work together. So, we're in the 5-man team of Shaka, Luffy, Kaku, Lucci, and Zoro. 5-man team. So then, York got turned to stone. Lilith is down there. Pythagoras, Edison, Atlas. Which one of them is doing it? Whoa! Here we go again. I look over to the right, and Hollow-sama continues the insanity from last week and gives 5 memberships to the channel, man. I appreciate you, Hollow-sama, man. Thank you. Thank you so much for the 5 gifted memberships. Yo, y'all are crazy. Y'all are crazy. So, goodness, man. Y'all are insane. Y'all are insane, man. Let's read some supers. Yo, Hollow-sama, you're a real one for that, man. You really, really are. What a chapter, bro. Luffy and Lucci fighting together. Zoro and bro, I would have lost my mind at just Luffy and Zoro fighting against the S units. Man. Hollow-sama, thank you for the memberships, brother. I appreciate you. Let's go into the memberships here. Man, yo, this chapter, bro. This flipping chapter, man. Let's go, bro. This chapter. Man. So, let me go ahead and find. Alright. So, we've got right here Akash Panda with a 2 saying Vegapunk gives Zoro a new liver and Sanji new lungs. Hey, for real, right? End of series. And give him whatever in the world is going to be messing with Luffy at the end of the series, right? So that he could stay with us as long as possible. Give us those organs. So that is hilarious, Akash Panda. Thank you for the 2. Oh man. Dude, what a... I love the ending of that chapter, bro. Like, because now you already know Luffy and Zoro are gonna be like working with us, brother. You better work for us. What you think this is? What you think this is, man? So Hollow-sama then comes in with a 5 on top of the gift membership and says, let's get ready to rumble. Let's get ready to rumble, dude. I'm so ready for the next chapter. Because now we're going to be looking, like I said, at a Frankie who has dealt with a similar situation in the past, working alongside Usopp, Lilith, and Pythagoras. That is going to be a really, really fun scenario there with those 5 fighting against Seraphim Hancock. That's going to be so much fun. I'm looking forward to that particular section. There's going to allow for some great tag team opportunities and matchups there. But here, dude, the comedy's going to be so good, man. And you already see it here with the end of the chapter. So I can't wait. I can't wait for this tag team matchup with Luffy, Lucci, Zoro, and Kaku. That's going to be crazy. So, man, I am in shock, bro. Even Ichigo's reading One Piece this week. Facts, right, with the Hollow-sama name. Shout out to Hollow-sama, man. The new info, so Radloon says the new info is that the Sera are a different kind of enemy that can attack anyone, not just strong people. The Sera are a different kind of enemy that can attack anyone, and not just strong people. Interesting. Afterglow says, if you look at the silhouette, it does look like Garcia. And I think Kizaru would have been able to bring him here real quick. There's also the chance Vegapunk issued the command for some reason. So, I'm starting to lean more towards it being Vegapunk and not actually Garcia. When I first saw the initial Hancock panel, I was like, oh, wait. this means it's got to be St. J. Garcia Saturn. I mean, how could it not? But now, after the end of the chapter, it's got to be Vegapunk. So here's the thing. Either we're looking at a scenario where one of them is going against the others, or this is directly coming from the original Stella body of Vegapunk, which is why we're not seeing him here right now. And that information is being kept from the others, where they're all, quote-unquote, trying to plot and plan this scenario, which to me is an insane possibility, if that is true. I don't know, man. I don't know. So Scale says, my guess is that the Stella, the main body, is the traitor. And that very well, honestly, looks like it could be the case. Either him or York. She seems dumb, but if she took herself out to not incriminate herself and seem innocent, that is simply genius. So you're saying that that York is pulling the classic thing utilized in a I've seen this so much, especially whenever I was binging through Detective Conan, and I remember going through a lot of different series like that, where the first person to go is normally the most suspicious, right? So if the first person to go is the most suspicious, then you're right. York very well could be the one, and that's actually kind of crazy. I wouldn't mind seeing a villain York, honestly, or like or not necessarily a villain York, but a York who was plotting all this. I think that'd be hilarious. I came for Numer facts. I came up for Zoro to troll Kaku the entire fight. I need that to happen the entire fight. I need Luffy to troll Lucci the entire fight. I need Zoro to troll Kaku the entire fight. I think it'd be so much fun. Interesting but crazy chapter indeed. Facts, Elizabeth Swan. Sanji was just like me for real this chapter. Watch out, he says. Oh, man. Robert Cardenas says, hey, Recon, have you seen Uzumaki's latest reaction? Dude, I have not watched his latest reaction. I saw what he put in the thing where he said Wano was personally his favorite arc, and I was like, my boy gets it. We're on the same wavelength. I was like, I feel you, my boy. So I can't wait to read the chapter, or read those chapters with him, because last one I read was the chapter 1044 reaction. So from 1045 to wherever he is now, I'm looking forward to watching that. Oh, and then we have a super right here from Pearl Johns, coming with a 5. Shout out to Pearl Johns, who says, OG Punk ordered the attack to force them towards Kuma's memory bubble. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. OG Punk ordered the attack to force them towards Kuma's memory bubble, so they would witness the most epic backstory of One Piece with us in real time. So what you're saying is potentially everyone here could potentially witness this backstory. And it's not just going to be Jewelry Bonnie, Pearl Johns. Is that what you're trying to tell me? Yeah, Batu Balu. But Pearl Johns, thank you so much for that, because that's actually I've never heard that before. The OG Punk ordering the attack to force them towards Kuma's memory bubble, so that all of us can cry together, bro. Is that what I'm trying to get, Pearl Johns? So that all of us can cry together. Check Discord DMs. Let me see. Zaki, are you trying to say that St. J. Garcia Saturn is using astral projection to be here? I mean, bro, if there's anyone who should do that within One Piece, it's a member of the Godosei, right? So this is what Zaki sent me here. Right, so just like we've all been saying, looks like St. J. Garcia Saturn. Actually, let me pull up my OBS here. Looks like St. J. Garcia Saturn. But then we have a scenario where astral projection is a term used in esotericism to describe an intentional out-of-body experience that assumes the existence of a subtle body called an astral body or body of light, through which consciousness can function separately from the physical body and travel through the astral plane. If St. J. Garcia Saturn is out here projecting himself, that would be insane, Zoggy, bro. I'm not gonna lie, bro. That would be insane. That would be insane. That'd actually be a lot of fun. Like, just to add more to the hype for the Gorosei, man. Vortex says I was live at the Stadium Parc des Princes when the Luffy Yo, you were live there? Was shown in the PSG game. It was crazy. Sadly, Byron was Yonko Kaido and PSG lost. Yeah, facts, right? It was Yonko Kaido. But no, that's awesome that you were there for that experience, dude. That's super, super cool. Super, super cool. Vortex. Let me know how that experience was like. So Lost Mario was the same thing. I just saw a post on Reddit about the shadow taking out the snails. The head and hair matches up to Saturn. Bro, if it truly is St. J. Garcia Saturn like we were talking about earlier, that's going to be so peak, man. That's going to be so peak. We're going to see the new cover. The new cover. The new volume cover? Coach, will you also do JoJo reactions? Yes. The next opportunity I get to stream. Because after this stream goes up, I have to go take care of something. And after that, depending on how long that goes, because it could be either very lengthy. It also depends on my voice, if I feel like I can go for another hour. But if I'm able to do it, or when I'm able to do it, I still don't know. But I will be reacting to JoJo. Whether it be later today, tonight, or tomorrow, there will be a reaction to JoJo Lands. I promise. I promise. Scale says the shadow looks like either Caribou or Shiki. If that thing is Shiki, it's going to be crazy. Caribou I can see. Shiki, that's just wild. That's just wild. Shaka Evil is my hope. You know something, Jack? If the Shaka Evil stuff is true, this man he's from the very beginning. My dog has been out here plotting, and I respect it. I love it. I love it. The silhouette is definitely Saturn in my opinion. So Recon, all of us on the same wavelength here, man. Like, that's so exciting. If it really is, if it's something like Saturn himself, or like Zaki said, astral projection or something, yo, we need it. We need it, man. Whoa! Michael Mickle. Bro. The insanity does not stop, man. So Michael Mickles comes in. The good brother. My boy. Big Michael Mickles. Gives 5 memberships to the channel, man. Nothing but love to you, Michael, man. Seriously, thank you, bro. Thank you. To both you and Hollow-sama for coming in and spreading the love and information like y'all are Vegapunk units. Psh, goodness. Goodness, man. Dude, Michael Mickles, man, thank you so much, dog. I really, really appreciate you, bro. Really, really appreciate you, man. You're a legend. You're a legend. Volume 105? Bro, what? Where? I know because I've been avoiding social media to avoid One Piece and JoJo Land spoilers. Yo, send me this thing, bro. Someone, send me this volume, bro. Is it on, where is it, on Twitter, on Discord? Does anybody have the volume cover? Twitter. Yo, somebody sent it to me because I'm avoiding spoilers for JoJo. Someone let me know. Someone tag me because I'm avoiding spoilers for JoJo. So I don't want to look at like the search or anything. The wait for Hajimari is so painful. I need it. It's so close, Namir. So close. Most fans that binge Wano best and favorite people like Ruff, Volume 1, Uzumaki. It was mostly YouTubers when I went to Japan. Wano was loved. Yo, shout out! I'm glad people are really enjoying it, Vortex, man. I really am. Carpe Dio says that's a fire name, by the way. I think it's somewhat takes away from Zoro's goal if it's 2v1 with Kaku fighting S-Hog. Zoro should be strong enough to fight a fake Mihawk and still struggle against the real thing. I mean, I think it depends on what Oda's goal is here with this battle, obviously. If this is something to where they all work together in order to get out of here, and it works as both comedic relief and to be like an epic moment where they all work together, then that's going to be a lot of fun. But if Oda wants to show Zoro and Mihawk as like a potential thing for the future whenever Zoro fights the real Mihawk, then that's something, of course, that he could potentially do as well. But I just don't know if this is going to be the time, especially during a transitional arc like this, to have something like just a 1v1 between Zoro and Mihawk. I would have been just fine with that before they would have shown this. But now I think Oda's going to go more towards the dream team-up route, which I'm completely fine with. The DMs? Alright, oh lord. I don't know if I'm ready for this, man. Here we go. Good God almighty, man. I am scared. I'm terrified. I'm like terrified to look down, bro. Here we go. What is it? A recreation of Volume 25? Bro, look at the king on the right! Yo, it's literally a recreation of Volume 25! Hold up, dude! Yo, I mean, complete recreation of Volume 25! Except rather than the goat, you have a carrot. What? Oh no, that's just special. They get it. They get it, man. Oda, the editors, they get it. They understand the fandom. They understand the fandom so well. A recreation of Volume 25, man. Oh, that's so cool, dude. That's so cool. You know, playing Yakuza Ishin tomorrow? I want to, but I don't think I'll be able to. Tomorrow's going to be a busy day. I'm definitely going to buy it. I just don't know if I'm going to get it on day one. Dude, that thing was crazy. Yeah, facts, Shironura, man. That would definitely be a way of introducing Luffy to the Gorosei. What a way to introduce him to the Gorosei. Xanarkin says Shaka is the traitor, hence the word caution on his jacket sleeve. I'm down for that, dude. I really am. Like I said, Shaka's always been one of the coolest characters, so. If he's the one that's been in control this whole time. Caribou is the one who's doing it. VP is kidnapped by Caribou and Hasun Udon In another prison, we were told Caribou can disrupt transponder snails. He also ordered the Seraphim stealing tails. Oh, that's interesting. That is true. That is true. So, if Caribou's the one in charge here, then we know Caribou's working for someone else, then who in the world is Caribou working for? If he's willing to do something like this. You know? Who is Caribou working for if he's willing to do something like this? The volume is called Luffy's Dream? That's hard. That's hard, man. That's wild, dude. Luffy's Dream. The chapter 1060 title. Hello-sama says, what if they were forcing young Kuma to kill off the Lunarian race from the Red Line, and that's why he didn't want to go back? Young Kuma to kill off the Lunarian race from the Red Line? Oh my goodness. Could you imagine what something like that would have on your psyche? If you were eliminating a species off the planet? Or a race, I should say, off the planet? That is crazy, man. If that is true, Hollow-sama, that would be even more to the tragedy that is Bartholomew Kuma. Caribou working for Morgan's has got to be my favorite theory in the community, man. It has to be, bro. I just love that so much. Not from a storytelling standpoint, from a comedic standpoint. I like imagine Caribou kneeling to Morgan's. He just comes back, gets down on one knee, and he's like, "Yo, I got this info for you, master." You know. That's the funniest theory in the community, bro. I love it, man. I'm down. Before everything opened, chapter 823. That is the Vivi chapter. Whenever they're heading to the Reverie, right? Let me see. 823. The world is restless. I remember when that chapter dropped, man. That was a crazy time. It's insane to know how much has happened in the series since then. So, what if a great let me see, Princess. What if a great monstrous bird should appear and snatch you away? What if a sniper has his wicked sights trained upon you? What if a meteorite falls upon your head? So hold on. The great monstrous bird appearing and snatching you away. That's happened. But the sniper, I mean, if you're right, and this is implying something for the future, are we implying something here with Lafitte? And a meteorite Fujitora? So, Sniper Lafitte, Van Augur, I'm sorry, not Lafitte, Van Augur. A sniper being Van Augur or some sniper on the planet. And then a meteorite. Fujitora? Lazy Mofo says NL. I'm down. Like I said, anything with NL, man, I'm down. I'm completely down. Man. Completely down. I always remember Carrot was more of a Nakama than Yamato at the end of the day. I think... No, I mean, that's absolutely factual in regards to the amount of time they spent together, for sure. And it's just that one of them knows Luffy's dream and the other one doesn't. That's another thing to think about as well, you know? But yeah, Carrot definitely was with them much, much longer than Yamato. Caribou working for Crocodile is one that I find very interesting. And I think is an actual possibility considering the interest in the ancient weapons. What would your reaction be if Roxy Zebek himself was a shadow? I would be hyped, but I would need an explanation. Like, see, if I were to see something like that scale, my first thought would be that it would be a Seraphim Rox, because I don't think Rox is alive. So my first reaction would be, this is a Seraphim version of Rox. Similar to like what happened with Stussy. And like I would be in so much shock that I'd be like, I'd be just like I am right now, just speechless. I didn't even think about that. Rox Dizabek himself being the shadow. The great monstrous bird, Oki came into this verse. That's a man of culture right there. Shout out to Oki, man. Enaru, man, it'd be sick. Shout out to my boy I know. Blackbeard, Garb, Sword, Love, Fuji might enter as a swordman. You're absolutely right, Subra. You're absolutely right. Kid probably sleeping on Elbaf chilling. Probably is Izzy thing. My favorite all-time meme theory is still Fujitora, the time-traveling zombie. Shout out to Fujitora, man. Shout out to that theory. A theory that just as fun as that one was the Kaido as Meadows theories back in the day. Those were fun, man. Meadows, dude. Meadows of all people was Kaido. That was such a fun, hilarious theory. Khan has Gear 5 his profile. Dude, when I saw Khan have Gear 5 his profile picture, I knew it was time. I knew it was time. Caribou is clearly working for his Yonko level brother Koribu. That's facts. Shaka needs to stop playing to bring the Kaido Seraphim from the basement. Dude, Praetoris. If Shaka brings out a Kaido Seraphim, I real deal fear for the planet. I fear for the entire planet. Robin Good says the Shadow was Boa Seraphim. Very well could be the case as well. You never know. You never know. Dude, Andres Gonzalez, I'm so hyped. So hyped for JoJo Lands, man. So hyped. Cannot wait to read it. Cannot wait to read it. We'll most certainly be doing a live reaction to JoJo Lands. Syndratic. The government found out Stussy was a double, so they sent their true secret agent, the only member of CPX, Condi Oriano. Bro, Condi Oriano is wiping the floor with anyone in the verse, and that's just facts. I mean, hopefully all the theories I created somehow make sense. I want the Caribou thing to happen. I mean, it's like I always say when it comes to theories. Theories are always, how we make sense of things and are going to be happening in the future. It's always a fun time to theorize and stuff. Oh snap, what is that? Okay. So I'm going to have to call it. I'm going to have to head out. But we'll be back with JoJo Lands. Either later today or tomorrow. Just keep an eye out. If you're a JoJo fan, just keep an eye out on the channel. Because I will be doing that stream. So, let me read this real quick. Dude, Afterglow brings up a great point on the potential of a Moria Seraphim. That would be insane. Knowing his ability, dude, that would be absolutely wild. And like Scale says, there very well could be an S Gecko, S Flamingo, and S Crocodile, which I do believe are there. So, regardless, I will see y'all next time. Have an awesome day. This chapter was great, man. And I'm very much looking forward to seeing where this stuff with the trader continues to lead us down. The intensity in this chapter was ramped up. Crazy stuff going down with the Seraphim. Now a potential team up with Luffy and Zoro and Lucci and Kaku. Fun times are incoming. But this whole trader thing continues to elevate and elevate, and I look forward to seeing what it is. If this is really, say, Jake Garcia Saturn in that shadow, I'm gonna be so hyped, man. But even if it's just the Hancock or Caribou or something, I'm excited for, regardless of what starts happening, because Egghead has just been so much fun to read. But I'm not gonna sleep on this Frankie and Lilith and Usopp and Pythagoras section either. I think that has a lot of potential to be so much fun as well. So I hope all of you have an awesome day. Thank you so much. A massive thank you to everybody who donated and the memberships. Michael, Halo-sama, y'all are real ones, continuing the craziness from last week. So I will see y'all next time. Have an awesome day. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll be back either later today or tomorrow with JoJo Lands Chapter 1. Man, so excited. Y'all have a good one.